Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shahzad Ahmed. I am student of Rehan Teacher Training AI Institute Level 1. My batch number is 19. Today we are starting our interview discussion with ChatGPT on the topic of exploring digital nomadism. Is it the future of work? Let's begin our questions. Hello ChatGPT, are you available?
Walaikum assalam, Shahzad Ahmad. Absolutely, I'm right here and ready to dive in. So we're talking about exploring digital nomadism and whether it's the future of work. That sounds like a great topic. I'm all set to answer your questions. So let's jump in.
Okay, let's start. What is digital nomadism? The simple word.
Sure. In simple words, digital nomadism basically means working remotely from anywhere in the world, often using just a laptop and an internet connection. So instead of being tied to one office, you can do your job from a beach, a cafe, or another country.
Who is called a digital nomad?
Exactly. That's the word for it. Someone who does this is called a digital nomad. They basically embrace a lifestyle where their work and travel go hand in hand. So you got it perfectly.
Why is digital nomad become popular today?
Well, it's become popular mainly because technology makes it so easy now. With good internet access almost everywhere and a lot of jobs moving online, people can just work from wherever they want. Plus, a lot of folks like the idea of having that freedom to travel, see new places, and not be stuck in one office. So it's just a mix of technology and the desire for a more flexible lifestyle.
How is digital nomadism different from normal office work?
So the big difference is basically that you're not tied to a single office location. With normal office work, you have to be physically present at a certain place every day. Digital nomadism, on the other hand, lets you do your job from anywhere you like, as long as you have internet. So it's all about that freedom of location and flexibility that you wouldn't normally get in a traditional office job.
Can everyone become to digital nomad?
Well, in theory, a lot of people can, but it does depend on the kind of work you do. Jobs that can be done entirely online, like writing, coding, digital marketing, design, and so on, are great fits. But if your job needs you to be physically present, like working in healthcare or manufacturing, it might not be as easy. So it's definitely possible for many people, but it depends on the nature of the work.
What type of jobs are good for digital nomads?
Yeah, so the kinds of jobs that really suit digital nomads are mostly those that you can do entirely online. For example, freelance writing, software development, graphic design, digital marketing, virtual assistants, online teaching or tutoring, and even things like consulting or managing social media. Basically, if your work can be done on a computer and communicated over the internet, it's a good fit for a digital nomad lifestyle.
What type of job are good for digital nomad?
Well, a lot of jobs that are great for digital nomads are the ones you can do entirely online. For example, things like freelance writing, software development, graphic design, digital marketing, and online teaching are all pretty popular. Basically, any job where you can work remotely with just a laptop and an internet connection tends to be a good fit. So there's quite a range out there.
Can freelancers work as digital nomad?
Absolutely. Freelancers fit right in with the digital nomad lifestyle. In fact, a lot of digital nomads are freelancers because they already have that flexibility to choose their own clients and set their own schedules. So if you're freelancing, whether it's writing, coding, designing, or anything else, you can definitely do that as a digital nomad.
How does remote work support digital nomadism?
Well, remote work is basically the backbone of digital nomadism. It's what makes it all possible. Because remote work means you can do your job from anywhere, it gives digital nomads that freedom to travel around or just work from different places without having to be in one fixed office. So remote work and digital nomadism kind of go hand in hand and support each other really well.
What tools are important for digital nomads?
Well, a few key tools definitely make life easier for digital nomads. For example, having a good laptop and a reliable internet connection is a must. Communication tools like Slack or Zoom help you stay in touch with clients or teams. Then you've got project management tools like Trello or Asana to keep everything organized. And of course, cloud storage like Google Drive or Dropbox is super helpful so you can access your files anywhere. Basically, these tools help you stay connected, organized, and productive no matter where you are.
Is a strong internet connection every important?
Yes, absolutely. A strong internet connection is pretty much essential for digital nomads. It's what lets you do your work, join meetings, upload or download files, and basically stay connected with everyone. So having reliable internet is definitely a top priority if you want to work from different places.
What are main benefit of being a digital nomad?
Well, one big benefit is definitely the freedom and flexibility. You can set your own schedule and choose where you want to work from, whether that's a different city, a different country, or just a cozy cafe. Another perk is the chance to explore new places and cultures while you work, which can be really enriching. And for a lot of people, it can also lead to a better work-life balance because you have more control over your time. So overall, it's that combination of flexibility, travel opportunities, and a lifestyle that can feel more balanced.
How does digital nomadism give work life freedom?
Well, digital nomadism gives you work-life freedom because you're not tied to a single location or a strict office schedule. You can decide when and where you work, which means you can fit your job around your life instead of the other way around. If you want to take a break in the middle of the day to explore a new place, you can do that. If you want to work early in the morning or late at night, that's up to you. Basically, it just gives you the flexibility to balance work with your personal life in a way that suits you best.
Can digital nomad travel while working?
Absolutely. That's one of the main appeals of being a digital nomad. You can definitely travel while working. In fact, a lot of digital nomads move from place to place, exploring new cities or countries while keeping up with their work online. So you can have that lifestyle of traveling and working at the same time, which is really a big part of the freedom it offers.
How does this lifestyle improve personal growth?
Well, this lifestyle can really boost personal growth in a few ways. For one, traveling and working in different places exposes you to new cultures, new people, and new experiences, which can really broaden your horizons and help you learn more about the world and yourself. It also helps you become more adaptable and resilient because you're constantly navigating new environments. And having the freedom to manage your own time can help you develop better self-discipline and time management skills. So overall, it's a lifestyle that can make you more open-minded, resourceful, and confident.
Can digital nomadism reduce work stress?
It definitely can. A lot of digital nomads find that having the freedom to choose their environment and set their own pace can really help reduce work stress. Instead of being stuck in one office all day, you can work from places that make you feel more relaxed or inspired. And having that flexibility means you can take breaks when you need them, which can help you manage stress better. So overall, this kind of lifestyle can make it easier to find a healthy balance and reduce some of the typical work stress.
What challenge do digital nomads face?
Yeah, so there are definitely some challenges that digital nomads can face. For one, maintaining a stable routine can be tricky when you're always on the move. Sometimes the internet connection might not be as reliable in certain places. There's also the challenge of dealing with time zones if you're working with clients or teams in different parts of the world. And of course, constantly adjusting to new environments can be a bit tiring. So while it's a flexible and exciting lifestyle, it does come with a few hurdles to navigate.
Is time management different for digital nomad?
Yeah, it can be a bit different because digital nomads have to juggle their work hours with travel and time zones. So managing your time often means being extra disciplined about planning your day. You might have to set your own schedule and stick to it even when you're in a new and exciting place. And because you're working remotely, you need to make sure you're keeping track of deadlines and maybe even coordinating with people in different time zones. So time management for digital nomads is definitely a bit of a balancing act, but it's totally doable with a bit of practice.
Okay, how do digital nomad handle work discipline?
Well, a lot of digital nomads find that having a bit of structure helps. Even though they have freedom, they often set a routine for themselves, like working certain hours each day or using productivity tools to stay on track. They might work from co-working spaces or set up a comfortable workspace wherever they are to create a sense of discipline. Basically, they find ways to balance that freedom with a bit of self-made structure so they can stay focused and get their work done.
Can loneliness be a problem of digital nomad?
Yes, loneliness can sometimes be a challenge for digital nomads. Since you're often moving around and working remotely, it can be harder to build long-term relationships or feel that sense of community. But a lot of digital nomads find ways to connect, like joining co-working spaces, attending local events, or being part of online communities for other remote workers. So while loneliness can be a factor, there are definitely ways to overcome it and find a sense of community on their own.
How can digital nomad stay motivated?
Staying motivated as a digital nomad can really come down to finding what works best for you. For a lot of people, having a clear routine and setting personal goals helps them stay on track. You can also keep motivated by working from inspiring locations or switching up your environment to keep things fresh. Connecting with other digital nomads or joining online communities can give you a sense of camaraderie and motivation. And of course, just remembering your reasons for choosing this lifestyle in the first place can be a great motivator too.
Is digital nomadism safe and stable for long time term work?
Yeah, it can be. For a lot of people, digital nomadism can be a stable and long-term way of working, as long as you plan it out well. It's all about having a reliable income stream, a good routine, and making sure you've got things like health insurance and a safety net in place. Some people do it for years and find it totally sustainable, while others might eventually settle down. So it really depends on how you manage it, but it definitely can be a safe and stable long-term option.
Can companies trust remote digital nomad workers?
Yes, absolutely. Many companies do trust remote digital nomad workers, especially as remote work has become more common and accepted. The key is having clear communication, reliable performance, and trust between the employer and the employee. As long as the work gets done well and on time, many companies are very comfortable with it. So it comes down to building that trust and showing you can be just as effective remotely as you would be in an office.
How does digital nomadism affect productivity?
Well, digital nomadism can actually have a positive effect on productivity for many people. When you have the freedom to choose your environment and schedule, you can work when you feel most productive and in places that inspire you. Of course, it depends on the person. Some people find that a change of scenery keeps them motivated and focused. Others might need to build a bit more structure to stay on track. But in general, if you manage it well, being a digital nomad can definitely support productivity rather than hurt it.
Thank you very much. From this interview, I learned that digital nomadism is flexible way of working using technology and the internet. It gives people freedom to work from anywhere, but it also need discipline and responsibility. I learned that digital nomadism is the growing and can become an important part of the future of work. This discussion helped me understanding both the benefit and challenges of the digital nomad life. Thank you very much, ChatGPT. This is the end of my interview. Goodbye and Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome. I'm really glad you found the discussion helpful, and it was a pleasure chatting about digital nomadism with you. If you ever have more questions in the future, just let me know. Until then, goodbye and Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.